Hello, everybody. We're going to talk about four stocks today that I purchased last Friday that are going to have huge returns in the future. Four good companies that I think are good for any portfolio. First, this is 0 to 1 million. We show every single stock trade starting from zero all the way up through $1 million. Okay, there's a little bit of news from last week that I'd like to talk about real quick. It's about two companies that we have in this public account here. The first one is Dutch Bros. For those of you that don't know, Dutch Bros is a drive-through coffee shop. They also have a little walk-up area, and you can order online and then pick up at the walk-up window. It's not a coffee shop where you can go in like a Starbucks. They're spreading all over the country. Right now, they're not all over, but Dutch Bros had some news last week. Initially, Dutch Bros had announced before that they had 1,000 stores, and they had initially planned to get to a total of 4,000 stores, and that was one of the reasons why I like the stock. Great growth opportunity, a company that has that's going to quadruple the amount of stores that they have. It's good for long term. However, they just came out and they made an announcement. They're actually not aiming to have 4,000 stores. They're looking to have 6,000 stores. So they want to go from 1,000 to 6,000. So the stock price is going to follow over time as they continue to grow and revenues grow and earnings grow and all that good stuff. So initially they wanted 4,000. Now they're going to 7,000. So that's good news. A couple more things about it. It's an Oregon-based company. They grow contingently from one state to the next state. They're not going to skip all over the country. So I like Dutch Bros in the fact that they're very methodical and systematic and exact and precise with the way they're growing, and I think that's good for the company. They stay away from risk. I like that. The company's market value is approximately about $10 billion. It ranks as number 2 among Oregon's most valuable businesses. Number 2. Number 1 in Oregon is Nike, which you guys probably already knew that. Okay. They not just coffee, but it's caffeinated beverages. They're also looking into going into foods, which is going to help drive up revenues and earnings as well. So that's another thing that I like about that. They're in the southwest. Texas is the largest state that they have over 214 shops by the end of 2024. So that's where they have the most, which makes sense because it's such a large state and such a high population. Okay. Another thing that is at the end of 2024, they had 982 drive-throughs, and this year, 2025, their goal is to open 160 more in 2025. So that's good. The company also reported $1.3 billion in sales last year. That was up 33% from 2023. Annual profits also jumped from $10 million to $66.5 million. So Dutch Bros is going on the right track. I really like that. Also, another thing is their annual revenue growth was roughly 20%. 20% growth. And by the year 2029, they want to have 2,029 stores by 2029. Okay, so that's 4 years from now. They want to more than double their stores 4 years from now. But remember, 2,029 stores is not their goal. Okay, so they're going to be growing not just for the next 4 years, but decade beyond that. So that's another thing to think about with Dutch Bros. It's a company, a long-term company. This channel is devoted to long-term investments, and this is a company that's going to be growing for at least another decade. I'm very excited about that. Another company that we own in this portfolio is Dutch Bros. Excuse me, I just said Dutch Bros. Sorry, Chipotle. They got about 3,700 restaurants in 49 states and abroad. They're also international. A couple things about Chipotle. There was some rumors going on that they were talking about, they were going to go for bankruptcy, this and that, whatever. Total false news. They came out and said that's not true at all. They're not going bankrupt, and they're not closing any of the restaurants, okay? So they came out and went ahead and said that. They also said that they plan to open 345 new restaurants in 2025, okay? 345 restaurants. That's a huge increase just in this year alone. That's going to drive up revenue. Profit margin's been going up, and it's going to drive up earnings. And when you drive up the earnings, the price of the stock shall follow. So that's something to think about. Another beautiful fact about Chipotle that I love so much, zero debt. Chipotle has zero debt. How much cash does Chipotle have? $2 billion in cash reserves, 2 billion with a B, and no debt. That is a strong company. That is a secure company. That's a company that has plenty of cash to grow and grow and grow without straining the company. So that's something that I like as well. Into fourth quarter fiscal 2024, they had $11.3 billion in total revenue for 2024, up 14% compared to 2023. So I like that. Like I said, they have 3,700 stores currently. They're going to increase by 345. That's almost a 10% increase in the amount of stores. And they're also having the Chipotle lanes, where they have the Chipotles where you can go in the restaurant, you can order ahead and pick it up at the restaurant. But the Chipotle lanes are also going to have drive-through. So that's going to drive revenue huge, just adding that alone. So I really like that feature as well. So that's another thing about Chipotle that I like. So this is 0 to a million. Every Friday, I put $850 into the account. I spend 10% of that. Excuse me, I spend 90% of that, $765. 10% of it, $85. I like to save into the cash reserve there. However, last week, I did an additional $450. So I put in a total of $1,300 last Friday. Okay. This is about long-term investing, and we're not going to do any day trading or anything like that. This is buy and hold for the long term. Okay. If you guys could, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. It helps out the channel so much. It would just be really good. If we get 100 likes on this video, 100 likes, then next Friday, I'll invest an additional $500 above the $850 that I'm going to put in next Friday. So if we get 100 likes, I'll put in an extra $500. If you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it as well. We're going to give you a lot of good information on this channel, and I'd appreciate it if you'd share with a friend. Okay? So let's look here at the portfolio here. We've got account values, $19,700. The day change is not accurate because I put in more than this, but the market went down last Friday, as you guys already know. The cash, $1,100, and then the market value is $18,600. If you go back here to the beginning, I put in $7,000 to begin this account, and as of March 29th, which is today, it's $19,737.52, as you guys can see up there. And then we'll go here, we'll look at some of the positions. Okay. Go back up here. All right, here's all the positions that we currently have. We'll go through the ones that I bought one at a time. But first, also, if you guys go back to the first video, you can actually see the very first stocks that I bought for this portfolio, every single one that I bought from day one. Okay, that's the very first video. And the most recent video that I did, it was Dividend Monster. For anybody that's interested in having dividends and getting passive income and growing their portfolio with dividend stocks, that would be a good one to look at as well. And then one that I think is very crucial, very important, if you do anything, look at the very first short that I did, best book for investing. You want to watch that short. It takes no time at all. It talks about the best book in the world. I even tell you the 2 chapters that you need to read. Reading the whole book would be fabulous, but just reading those 2 chapters, you'll have so much information, and if you follow that, you will be successful for sure. No question about it. So let's see here. We got Alphabet, Google. Got 16 shares. We reinvest all the dividends, so there's a fractional share there. Okay, click on that. On Friday, we bought 1 share. Cost me $157. We're down about 1.89%. Total for the portfolio, since we bought the first time on the 21st of January, we're down 15.32%. If you notice, we were down quite a bit in the beginning, and it's becoming less and less and less. The stock, the market's gone down considerably, and now it's kind of gone down, and it's still going down, but it's kind of almost leveling off. Time will tell if we have another dip or another drop. But if you can see here, there was big drops, and now it's kind of tapering down a little bit. Something to keep in mind. We're dollar cost averaging down from those as well. We bought one share there. Amazon, love Amazon. Last Friday, bought one share, cost me 194 bucks, down 0.82%. Overall, we're down 12%. You can see here we were down huge at the beginning, and now it's kind of tapering as well on that one. Chipotle didn't buy any shares on Friday. I did on my private account. I bought in Chipotle. My private account, I bought in Dutch Bros. Every single Friday for that account, I buy into both of those. I've got to add to my positions here on this account as well. We just got the ones there from January. MasterCard, we just have the one share. We've got McDonald's. We've got fractional share there too in a little bit because we reinvest all the dividends. That one's up 9.87%. We got Meta. Let's look at Meta. Bought one share, 585 bucks, down 1.49%. Overall, we're down 10%. We had some really big days. We were down 21% on those two purchases, down 13%. But for Meta, you can see that there were some big down days, and then it's kind of tapering or leveling off. You can see there. Microsoft, bought one share on March the 28th, $382, down almost 1%. Overall, down a little over 5.5%. And you can see these were down 11%, 9%, 7%, 2, 3, less than 1%. So you can see down huge, and then now it's kind of tapering or kind of leveling off on Microsoft as well. Palo Alto Networks still have the 3 shares, down 6%. Pulte Homes, I think I need to start adding to this position as well. Down 9%, we're down 13% from the first time, January 21st. And that's kind of leveled off as well from February, down 5.79% from the 14th of February. But these are all long-term plays. The home value and the land value is only going to go up over time. Cost of houses are only going to go up over time. We just need them to be affordable, right? The prices are going to go up, but we need people to be able to afford the homes. April 2nd is going to have a lot of kind of a say in what the stocks are going to do. So it might be a little choppy April 2nd and even beyond April 2nd, depending on what happens there and what happens afterward. Walmart, we still got the 6 shares there, a little over 550 bucks. Just bought the one time in this one here, down 8.66% in Walmart. Total, yeah. So you can see here, cost basis 20,500, and then the market value is 18,600. Total cash, we got 1,100 cash left to invest if there's a huge drop. And of course, you guys are like, well, there's already been a huge drop. Why didn't you put it in there? I do. I put a little bit. I've saved 10%, but I've been putting in some of that money in the previous videos if you watch those. But I never want to have my cash at zero. I recommend to never have it at zero. I recommend to make sure that your expenses are below your income. Make sure that you are having enough money to invest at regular intervals, no matter what. But in addition to investing at regular intervals, it is crucial to have a little bit of a cash reserve on the side, just because you never know. You never know. You might want to jump into a stock, or it's just good to have it. So I recommend that. And then we go back here to balances. The 1 month. So as of today, $19,737.52. That's the account value. Market value is $18,600. Cash $1,100. Okay. And as always, next Friday I'll be buying more stock as well. If we can get 100 likes on this video, I'll invest an additional $500 next Friday. So it won't be the $850. I'll do $1,350. So please hit the like button because I'd like to add more money to this account if I could. I'd appreciate it if you guys hit the subscribe button if you found this valuable or entertaining. If you want to see more of the stocks, you guys are at the beginning here. You can go back and watch the old videos. You can see from the very first stock that I bought, and I will show you every single stock purchase through $1 million. So you can follow it from the beginning. Everything is transparent. Everything is open. Everything is upfront. And if you could share with a friend, if you think a friend would enjoy this, share with a friend. I appreciate it. Hope you guys' March Madness brackets are doing well. Mine's been busted, so it's over for me. Individually, I think I'll just cheer for Duke. I kind of like their style of play, although I think it's going to be difficult for them to win. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I hope your brackets are doing good and better than mine. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.